everybody, it's Gina Zalewski. I'm here to do the 7 ways to bring balance and harmony using essential oils and your chakra system. I'm so excited to be here. Just give me a little wave and let me know that you guys are here. I am going to, while we're waiting for everybody to join, let's grab your bottle of oil, essential oil. I'm going to do Valor. I'm going to start out with Valor, and just a nice way to just, get grounded and get ready for, hello, hi Tony, thank you so much for coming. All right, so what we're going to do is take our bottle, whatever oil that you choose, and you're going to drop it into your hands, and then you're going to take your 2 fingers, your 2 pointer finger and your middle finger, and just activate it. So just rub it around 3 times, and that activates your oil. And then just rub your hands and be, together. You can either tent them over your nose, or you can just rub the oils on your wrists, or put them on the back of your neck. Hi, Jeanette. And just, getting a little grounded, getting you ready for this class. I'm so excited to share this with you. It's really, hi, Deb. We're just getting our oils on while we're waiting for everybody to jump on. This is 7 ways to bring you balance and harmony using essential oils and your chakra system. Hi, Anya. Yay. So happy to see you here. So excited to be here tonight. So, hi, Maria. Hello. So just while we're waiting for everybody to get on, we're just putting our oils on. I'm grabbing a cup of tea here. Oh my God, have you guys seen this? Hey, Deb. This is the new teacup, and the new teas are, oh my God, they're so good. This one is the turmeric one. I picked it because it has the lowest amount of caffeine. So it has a cute little top on it. Isn't that the cutest thing? So it keeps it nice and warm. Hi, Leanne. Hi, Maureen. We're just getting our oils on right now. So like I was just going to show. Hey, Gina. So happy to see you. Hey, Leanne. So I started out with Valor. Okay, so you're just going to take a drop of Valor, drop it in your hands, and then take your pointer finger and your middle finger, and then just circle it around 3 times, and that actually activates your essential oil. Kind of sends your resonance, your energy into the oil. And then, hey, Deb, and then just rub your hands together, and then place your oil wherever you want. So I'm going to put it on the bottom of my feet. This one on the bottom of my feet. On my feet is like the best place to put all of your oils. But anyway, okay. So as everybody's getting in and getting their oils together, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Sharon. Okay, so my name is Gina, obviously, and I've been using Young Living for about 7 years. I can't believe it's 7 years already. Like, time just like flew. I don't even know like what I did before I did oils. Like, it's insane. I don't know how I survived. But I've been a Young Living Silver for 4 years, and in my previous life, I was an RN. I was a nurse for 27 years in the neonatal intensive care unit. And then I found yoga and Young Living, and since then I've retired from nursing, which is wonderful. Now I own my own yoga studio, Beacon Yoga, here in Freehold, and I have never looked back. I've never been happier in my life, really. I mean, with this whole pandemic and everything going on, it's like another story. But other than that, my heart really goes out to all those people that are on the front lines. Like, I have no idea what's going on. I mean, I felt like I worked in a war zone before, because we've had crazy days. You didn't pee till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, I've had a lot of those. But I can't even imagine what this is like. Like, this has to be crazy. Nothing really can compare to this. So the whole world really needs more balance and harmony, and now more than ever. So it's just devastating. But Young Living is here to get us through, right? We have these tools. We have tools to help us get through the day, get through the hour, get through whatever we need to get through, right? We have these essential oils, and I'm going to show you exactly how to use them to help balance your energetic field, okay? And your energetic, your chakra system. So self-care has always been very difficult for me because I'm like a neon yellow. I just do everything for everybody all the time. And I really have been relying on my oils to keep me grounded. And I just, you forget you have them all the time. Like you don't really, you tell other people about them, but like I have a problem with self-care. So lately what I've been doing is really taking care of my chakra system, and it's really helped keep me balanced, and I'm so excited to share this with you. Okay, so what you will expect, you will learn what the chakra system is and how we can utilize the frequency of essential oils to bring harmony and balance to our mind, body, and spirit. How cool is that, right? So I have always enjoyed learning about anatomy and physiology, right? I'm a nurse, I took enough anatomy and physiology, for God's sakes, through college. It's been a long time, but I'm not going to share that, how many years that's been. But anyway, so I've always been really curious about the chakra system. So I've studied a lot over the years. I bought books with Caroline Mace. I don't know if you ever heard of her. She's amazing. Anadea Judith, and anyone else, like, every time I was at Barnes & Noble and I saw a chakra book, I was always like really drawn to it. So for this class, my references have been a great book called Aroma Yoga by Tracy Griffiths. I'm sure this has been shared before on the Essentially Powerful page. Hi. And this is great. So Tracy Griffiths is actually going to be doing those 20-minute meditations that Pam just shared. I'm so excited. I got to try that. That's really cool. And then my other favorite book is The Wheels of Life. So this book is by Anadea Judith, Wheels of Life, and she's really been my mentor. I actually took a workshop with her up at Kripalu back last August, and then I did another one in February, and she's like a goddess. Like, she's crazy. Hi Monica, I'm excited about this too. Thank you. You're a yoga teacher too? Awesome. I love it. So this book has really been crazy good. It's just it's like the Bible of yoga chakra. Okay, so Anadea Judith wrote a whole book on chakra yoga and all that as well. So she's my mentor, and I just love her. She's really a great person too, really sweet. Okay, anyway, so those are the books that I referenced for this class, and yeah, so that's it. So anyway, so as humans, we have a physical body and an energetic body, right? So the energetic body is stimulated by the electricity of our nervous system. Our chakra system, our energetic system, has been used for thousands of years in many, many different cultures. It's called the chakra system in yoga in, I guess, ancient India, where that started, but there's so many different other names for the energetic system in different cultures. But I'm just going to use the chakra system. So the chakra system has 7 locations on our physical body, directly proportional to nerve clusters along our spinal column. So each of the chakras has associated color, an element, emotional polarity. There's so many different associations, but we're just going to go over a few just for this time, because it's just so much information. You're going to get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed, so it's crazy. Okay, so who here has emotions? And give me a little hand over there. Hey, Christine. Give me a little hand up. Who has emotions, right? Would you agree that emotions have a frequency to them as well, right? So how about when you're angry, right? You could feel yourself just rising up, right? And when you're sad, you're just like really like kind of low energy. You're just really like, ugh, I don't know. I don't want to do anything, right? So there's a distinct up and down energy to these emotions. So how about when we don't express our emotions? Like, where do they go, right? So they go to our energetic field that absorbs them, and then sometimes into our organs and into our connective tissue. And that's what is so amazing about yoga, because yoga actually zeroes in on that energy system and then helps open up. The actual poses actually open up your energetic system. So it's really an amazing synergistic collaboration between your physical body and your energetic body. So this is what is really exciting. I want to tell you all about how essential oils can help balance that, right? All right, so okay, so our energetic anatomy. So here's where when our chakras go out of balance, when our emotions go out of balance, and we kind of tuck them in, and we don't really express them. This is what can potentially cause disease. on a physical level. So we start manifesting symptoms, right? Okay, so our physical body has a frequency, an electrical impulse, as we are living beings. Hi, Janine. And okay, a measurement of our frequency can be found in megahertz. Our human brain has been measured at 72 to like 90 megahertz, and our bodies are about 62 to 68. I'm sure everybody's a little bit different, so there's a range. So you can therefore assimilate that your chakras also have a frequency to them, right? It's an electrical impulse. So only pure essential oils, like those of Young Living, have a frequency, right? Not that stuff you buy over the counter, because that has added stuff to them. It has synthetic whatever, you know. Young Living has 100% pure plant material that creates a beautiful fragrance and beautiful frequency, right? So when you apply certain essential oils to certain chakras, you can restore the balance of energy in that chakra. So you may enjoy Valor when you need some grounding because it has a frequency of 47, much lower than our brains at 72 and 90, and our bodies, our physical bodies at 62 to 68. So you want to choose oils that have a higher frequency when you need some uplifting, and choose oils with a lower frequency when you need grounding. Does that make sense, right? Because you're all up here and your mind is going like, ah, right? So you want to be brought down. You want to be grounded. You want to be connected to the earth. You want that lower frequency to draw you back down. So let's dive into the science department at Young Living, headed by Dr. Michael Bush. I love him. He is so cool. I've seen him so many times at convention. I'm always like on the edge of my seat listening to him because he just has such a way about him. He's like this big teddy bear, but he's really cool. Okay, so he says that phytomolecules or plant molecules have this exact same structure, charge, and shape to fit into our human receptors, right? You've heard of receptor science, receptor chemistry. So he says the precision and accuracy is absolutely incredible. So the receptor chemistry, so the basics of receptor chemistry is that there are specific chemical messengers that bind to a specific receptor that cause a specific response. Not all messengers fit into the receptors. It's like a key in a lock, right? So a good example of receptors is your senses. When an aromatic messenger is near you, it will fit into the receptors that trigger your sense of smell. That makes sense, right? Those same messengers do not fit into your sight receptors. In essential oils, there are several types of messenger molecules. So this is really cool. Some are the aroma messengers, some are the sense of touch molecules. So think about the cooling sensation of peppermint, right? So while others have a specific action molecule that fits into other receptors to help your body perform at its best. So as Dr. Bush puts it, we are more impressed about the frequency generated in the nervous system by your nerves after these molecules bind to specific receptors that were designed to receive them. He went on to say it creates a frequency in your nervous system, which is actually an electrical impulse. It's a precise frequency, the same every time. So when you put an oil onto your body reacts, right? It's the coolest thing. It's you can't explain it better than nature, right? It's not just the plant, it's not just the frequency that's going on in the plant, in the bottle, whatever, but when you apply your energy to it, it ignites it, and the lock and key connect, and boom, it's really, really cool. Hi, Darlene. So it's really, really, really cool. So anyway, so what he's talking about that is more important for us to study clinical frequency, clinical meaning like the study of our body's responses, rather than molecular frequency where you're taking the bottle and then you are testing it. He wants us to understand the frequency that is generated by your body, in your body, by the molecules of the oils. So the key point here is how your body responds to the oils. This theory explains why some oils respond better for me and not so much for you. So like Digize versus Aroma Ease, right? So Digize works instantly for me, but Aroma Ease works so much better for my friend having the same issue. It's all a trial and error. Trust your body and trust your intuition. It will never let you down, right? So now we're going to go over each of the 7 chakras and what oils to use to create balance. So the first chakra is the root chakra. So the root chakra is located at the base of your spine. So kind of in between your legs there. And the legs are actually an extension of your root chakra. So each sciatic nerve, if you actually saw a picture of your sciatic nerve, it actually looks like roots from a tree. It's the really cool thing. It's like rooting that you need to be grounded down to the earth. So it's all about, first chakra is all about connecting to the earth, your survival mode. It's your ancestors. It's all about where you came from. It's like family. It represents the emotional polarity I'm going to go over is security versus fear. Okay, so that's your survival instincts, your fight flight response. An imbalance is when you're detached from your body, you're anxious, you're overeating, you're maybe lazy, you're tired, you're just exhausted from your flight and fight, your adrenals going. Your finances are a big one too. So if you're having major financial issues, you may have some lower back pain and stuff like that. So this is where your energetic body influences your physical body. Okay, so for color, you want to wear the color red. Red is the color of your first chakra. So if you feel a little bit of an imbalance, if you wear the color red, that is going to help you balance out. The element is the earth and your connection to it. And I thought I would share some yoga poses as well for this. So your root chakra, first chakra is mountain pose, because you're like standing in mountain pose. It's like when you're standing and you're just grounding your heels, you feel your heels connected to the earth, and then you kind of line up your chakras or your spine and really feel a sense of maybe like a puppet pulling a string at the top of your head, so that you're grounding down but yet you're lifting up. Okay, so mountain pose, that's a great yoga pose to get grounded. And even when you're in Sukhasana, like an easy seat, when you're sitting with your crossed legs, just maybe peel the flesh away from your sit bones and just feel your sit bones grounding down into the earth or into the chair. Okay, that's a great way to get grounded. Now we're going with the essential oils. So it's great to pair that pose with an essential oil as well. So Valor, first of all, Valor, grounding oil. Release is another beautiful one. Melrose. And then the tree oils. Like, how do you feel when you go out and take a walk into the woods, right? Grounded. You're stepping on the roots. You're smelling the scent of the trees. It's very grounding. I love to walk in the woods. And most everybody loves to walk in the woods. So cedarwood, cypress, northern lights, black spruce, sacred mountain, like taking a walk in the woods, right? So application, again, you would pour a drop out onto your hand and then place that oil on your lower back, all the way down on your lower back, the base of your spine, or just put it on the bottom of your feet. That will definitely help you get grounded. I use Valor a lot on the bottom of my feet. And yeah, so that's that. Okay, and the affirmation for the first chakra is I am. So as you put your oil, you drop your oil, put it on the bottom of your feet, and you could say, I am wearing the color red. That'll help balance out your chakra, your first chakra. Okay, so second chakra is located between your pubic bone and your navel. Okay, so the emotional polarity for that is flow versus stagnation. So an imbalance would be you have high tension, you're very tense, you have poor social skills, you're stubborn, you're obstinate, inability to move forward in life. It's very, it's about going with the flow and moving forward. Is your hips, right? Your hips help you, symbolic of moving forward. So there's codependency, there's lack of boundaries, maybe some addiction, constipation, urination. This is all about elimination, right? Going with the flow. Really a lot about creativity. So if you're blocked creatively, you will definitely have a balance. Maybe you're right hip is bothering you, or again, maybe you're having some low back issues. So that could be a creative block. It could be that you're not allowed to express yourself on a creative level. Okay, so that color of the second chakra is orange. So again, wear your orange. The element is water, going with the flow, elimination, experiencing pleasure, self-care. In yoga, hip openers, you definitely want to go with those hip openers and all the warrior poses as well. And essential oils. Okay, so you want to go with orange, inner child, rose, jasmine, gentle baby. I love gentle baby. Surrender, live with passion, motivation, sensation, and dragon time. These are all going to be applied between the pubic bone and the belly button and your navel. So just take a drop, drop it in your hand. You want to activate it with your 2 fingers and then rub it on your belly. Okay. Again, then you could put it on the bottom of your feet as well. And definitely do the VitaFlex points. Okay. Okay. And the affirmation is I feel. Okay. So huge. I am and I feel. For second chakra. Okay, so we're moving on to the solar plexus, which is our 3rd chakra, and that is located between our navel and our sternum, so right below our breastbone. And the emotional polarity for that is will versus anger and resentment. This is where your will comes into power. This is where your power source is, right? Solar plexus. And this is where you're a doer. So the affirmation is I do. So when somebody says that they don't want to do what you want to do, that creates an imbalance, right? So quick story. When my mom passed away, it's going to be 2 years in August, I'm going to say, but I was taking care of her towards the last 6 years of her life, and she had cancer, so she had to have major abdominal surgery, and she ended up with a bag, like a colostomy bag, and she was living about an hour away from me, and I wanted her to move down by me so that I could take care of her. I didn't want to drive an hour every time I needed to go take her to the doctor or whatever, you know. And she was being stubborn, and she did not want to go anywhere. So, hi, Lori. So I was very frustrated, and I was willing her to come and move by me, and I couldn't understand why she didn't want to do that, you know. And it was just a nightmare, and I felt so like powerless, right? So I felt powerless. So one day I was having some digestive issues. I have a lot of digestive issues. Yeah, totally third chakra. I need to control things sometimes, you know. And so I really couldn't, you know, tell her what to do. So I was having major problems. So I decided to, you know, I was having like a cramp, like right underneath my right rib bone, my rib cage. So it's kind of like where my gallbladder is and my liver. And this is where you house your will, your, you know. So I decided to put Harmony on my belly. I was like, oh, let me just try this. You know, you never know, right, until you try it. So I'm like, oh, let me just try it. And then I went on with the rest of my day, and like an hour passed or whatever, and I'm like, oh my God, the Harmony worked. It was like one of those things where you know, it's always so subtle, the essential oils, when you're using them. And you use them, and then you're like, you walk away, and then you're like, go on with your day, and you don't even think about it, and you're like, oh my God, it worked, holy crap, you know. So it's it worked. I used Harmony, and it really was more of an emotional thing for me. It wasn't a physical. I mean, I made it a physical thing because I was holding on to it and I wasn't expressing it. So, but the Harmony really settled it out for me, which is like the coolest thing. It's just mind-blowing. Anyway, so the color is yellow, and this is, we're doing 3rd chakra. The element is fire, so it's your digestive fire of your internal organs working to keep you healthy. Your digestive system has a belly brain, so there's so many nerve impulses that are located here. So when this is out of balance, you may be feeling like out of control. You don't have any control. Like this whole pandemic thing, I have no control what's going on with my studio. I have no control. You know, my family, they're leaving the microwave thing on. The microwave. Numbers. Oh, that's so funny. Anyway, so best yoga poses to do are twists, right? So you want to move that lower belly, massage that lower belly, maybe go on prone when you're laying flat on your belly, go into Shalabhasana, which is locust pose. Stuff like that is great for your belly. Lemon, ginger, peppermint, daiji's, aroma ease, purification, humility, surrender, transformation, energy, harmony, of course, Juvaflex over your liver, right under your right rib, motivation. Oh my God, I've been so lazy this whole time. I was dying. So I've been putting on motivation on my solar plexus, and it's really been helping me, like, oh, okay, let's go do this, you know. So again, it's between the navel and the sternum, and just, again, take your oil, whatever oil that you choose, whatever you feel like intuitively you're drawn to, drop it on your hand, and then rub it on between your sternum and your belly button. And the affirmation is, I do. Okay. All right. So, fourth chakra. All right, this is another one where we tuck those emotions down. We don't really express them. They're just kind of stuck there. So the fourth chakra is the heart chakra. So we all are familiar with our heart chakra, right? This is where we love, where we feel, where we actually we feel in our heart, but we also feel in the second chakra as well. So everything's all connected, right? So the emotional polarity is understanding versus judgment. So imbalances are like antisocial, critical, judgmental of other people, depressed, lack of empathy or too much empathy, codependency, possessiveness, overextending ourselves, and grief. Grief is a big imbalancer in our heart chakra, right? How many feel that when we lose someone or something, it's like stuck, right? We just can't get rid of it. So the color green is our heart chakra, so it's great to wear the color green. The element is air, so it's air and breath, bringing in that air surrounds your heart, that your lungs are all involved in that too, so deep breathing is a really great thing to do. Yoga, obviously connecting to our breath, doing some pranayama, which is the breath work. You can Google that or go to class. And our arms are an extension of our heart chakra, right? So using our arms to do for others and giving to others, right? So this is all part of our heart chakra. Heart openers. Opening up your heart, extending your heart forward, just doing cat-cows are even awesome for that too. Bringing your arms behind your back, rolling your shoulders back and down, looking up, opening up this whole region of your chest is so great. But you want to use some essential oils as well. So, joy. Hands down, one of my favorite oils. Joy over the heart. When my mom was sick in the hospital for 3 months, every day, joy on the heart. It was amazing. Watching her go through that whole thing. But anyway, so believe, right? You want to believe that you can get through anything. Lavender, rose, forgiveness of others, forgiveness of yourself. Sarah, it's great. Sarah, I love Sarah. Sarah's like really kind of floral. It's beautiful, but it's really supposed to work best for trauma, right? Who doesn't have trauma surrounding their heart? Hope, bergamot, acceptance, RC, raven, great for respiratory, right? Trauma life, transformation, harmony again, bergamot, cypress, lavender, jasmine, marjoram. So many for the heart. Application, just drop your oil on your hands, do the little three whisks around, getting like the activating your oil, and then place it directly over your heart. You may want to have someone put it on the back of your heart too. We always kind of neglect that part of our body, right? The back of we always think the chakras are in the front of us, but they're really surrounding us too. So, you know, you can actually give somebody a hug and just give them your oils on the back of your heart too. Okay, and the affirmation is, I love. Right? So when you put your oils on, you can put your hand over your heart. You can put the hand out on your back. You can, extend your arms out. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so another one, next one up is the 5th chakra, which is our throat chakra. Okay, so our throat chakra is located in our neck. The emotional polarity is isolation versus communication. Too much talking. Oh my God, sometimes I talk too much. It's really bad. So then I know I'm a little well imbalanced. So funny. Fear of speaking, inability to listen. You have a weak voice, difficulty putting feelings into words, lying, gossiping, inability to express your truth, being manipulative, as a kid, right? I was one of those kids that I was always trying to get my point across, I'm sure, but nobody would really listen to me. I didn't have my brother was 6 years older than me, so I was a little bit lonely, by myself a lot. And when I was around adults, and they were all like, oh my God, go away, really never felt like anybody really listened to me when I was a kid. So what? I had strep throat all the time. I was always at the doctor's office. I was always on antibiotics. But yeah, really cool, right? I put the two together like, oh my God, that's why. And then when I was a kid, I used to love to sing because nobody would ever hear me unless I was singing. Oh my God, right? So I'd play Bay City Rollers and Donna Summer really loud in my room, and then I'd have my brush as my microphone. I'm sure everybody did that, right? So yeah, that was a break in my throat chakra. So now I apply oils if I need to. I pretty much express myself the way I everybody's got a balance, right? So, okay, color, blue. So when you wear blue, you can balance out that color, that chakra. Chanting, singing, fish pose is a great pose for this. You're really opening up. You're lying on your back and you're extending your chin up so that you're all exposed in your neck. It's beautiful. You can use a neck roll, or even do those like little neck rolls that'll help balance out your throat chakra. Essential oils, okay. Valor. Valor is great for everything. Okay, so Valor just brings you strength to be able to speak your truth, right? Hey, Deb. Clarity, thieves. Who doesn't like thieves in their throat, right? Gathering, magnify your purpose. Joy over your throat, right? Joy in what you're speaking, joy in what you're singing, right? Endoflex, lots of glands here in your throat. So endoflex would be supportive of that. Your thymus gland for your immunity, so many things. Awaken and peace and calming. Sometimes when we're talking too much, we need some peace and calming. So application directly on the neck, directly on the back of the neck. The back of the neck is great. And the affirmation is I speak my truth, I speak my words, and listening, right? Okay, so 6th chakra is third eye chakra. And okay, so third eye chakra, obviously located between your eyebrows, and it's the emotional polarity is vision versus illusion. So the imbalance is difficulty focusing, poor memory, difficulty with imagination, maybe denial of your intuition. Some people don't really pay attention to it. Rigid belief system, cloudy perception, detachment from spirituality, not trusting. This is why vision boards are great, right? So creating vision boards. Yeah, I'm offering yoga poses. Hi, Monica, along with the chakras. Okay, so color is indigo blue. The element is light, and it's like ideas, right? So you always have that light bulb, right, as a symbol of your ideas. So for yoga, for this pose, I would choose child's pose with your forehead touching the mat. Just maybe massaging your forehead, or even you can just massage your forehead and just kind of make circles right between your eyebrows. Best essential oils for this chakra is frankincense, my fave, and guess what? It's in our promotions for the month of May. Oh my God, 15 ml bottle, ladies. Oh my goodness, that's a $75.50 value for free. Okay, yeah, frankincense. I'm so excited. Frank's my best friend. If I ask anybody, I'm always like, Frank's my best friend. But I always use Frank on my third eye, and I actually put it on my crown chakra as well. I love Frank. Frank's great for the skin. Oh my God, I could vomit all about frankincense. Geranium, sandalwood, elemi is a great another one. Tranquil, love tranquil. Three wise men, Exodus, forgiveness, peace and calming, into the future, so you can visualize your future. Egyptian gold. So again, inhalation in between the eyebrows. Again, on the feet. Affirm is I see. Okay. So seventh chakra is the crown chakra. So location is the top of the head. So everybody doesn't really get where the top of your head is. I mean, you know, when you're trying to figure out the exact spot on your skull, right? So this is a great way to try to figure it out. So you take the heel of your hand and you bring it between your eyebrows, so on your sixth chakra, right? And then extend your hands all the way onto your head, and where your middle finger lands is where your seventh chakra is. So if you ever seen a baby and you notice that they have a posterior and anterior fontanelle, that's the anterior fontanelle. Well, this is the posterior. I don't know. I forget. I'm not a NICU nurse anymore. Anterior's up here, so there's another one back here. I forget. But anyway, so yeah, so this is where the soft spot, right? The soft spot is, and that's the crown chakra. That's where your crown chakra is, a little bit above it. So that's your crown chakra. So the emotional polarity for your crown chakra is knowing versus confusion. So when you have an imbalance, you're like overanalyzing everything, or trying to figure it all out. You have forced religion, or maybe too much religion. You are opening yourself up to higher consciousness. You have learning difficulties. You have spiritual addiction. Maybe, you know, that's imbalances I'm talking about. The color is white or violet. The element is thought and imagination and ideas. So super cool. This is where you get this inspiration, right, from your crown chakra. You get downloads from your higher self, from the universe, through your crown chakra, right? So a great yoga pose for this chakra is headstand. And again, mountain pose. Super easy mountain pose. Rabbit pose. Rabbit pose is when you're kind of on your hands and knees and your head, the top of your head is onto the ground. So it's super cool. Okay, so essential oils for your crown chakra is white angelica. A new one is sacred angel. Oh my God, have you guys tried the sacred angel? If you like white angelica, you're gonna adore sacred angel. I'm just telling you. It's like out of this world great. I had to get a second bottle. I love it. Frankincense, awaken, cedarwood. I just started putting cedarwood on the top of my head. My friend Wendy told me about it, and I love it. It's so grounding, and it's so great for your hair. It's a little tidbit. It's so great for your hair too. But cedarwood is really my go-to. I love it for grounding. Okay, so dream catcher, gratitude, inspiration, Ula faith, acceptance, believe, sacred mountain, sacred Frank, three wise men, transformation, and clarity. Clarity of thought, right? Clarity of being receptive to your higher self, right? Clarity what the universe is trying to tell you. How cool is that? So application, again, right on the top of your head. Yes, you can drop oils directly on the top of your head. It's awesome. And the affirmation is, I understand. Okay, so that's all the 7 chakras. Does everybody get how you can use your essential oils to balance out There's Wendy. Yay! Thank you for that cedarwood idea. It's been awesome. I love it. I've been using oil. The whole thing is I've been using oils for 7 years. Okay, 7 years. I learn something new every day. I swear to God, every day. So that was a lot of information, right? Tons of information. So the easiest thing to do is listen to your intuition. Follow the map of your chakra system. I just posted a picture of your chakra system on the page, and that's your map. Find where you feel like emotionally you're having a little bit of a imbalance, and then place your oils directly over that area that you wish to imbalance, to create balance. You can use 7 different oils, or you can just pick one oil. You can apply them to the map of your chakras. You can choose one different oil per day and then see how you like that, kind of, how it works for you. Like, do a trial and error. It's all a trial and error. Also, put it in your routine. I have them on my bathroom counter. So when I get out of the shower, I apply my V6 moisturizer, and then I put my chakra oils on. I love it. Sometimes midday I need a bit of balancing. I'll apply motivation to my solar plexus when I'm feeling lazy, right? And just keep them in a good spot. Like, I always keep them in the kitchen or in the bathroom, or keep them local, like in your purse, wherever you have easy access to them. If you have the oils listed for each chakra, that's great. So put them in a place that's easy to get to. If you don't, you might want to put these, consider adding them to your new, your next essential rewards order, because you want that frank. I'm telling you, you got to get the free frank. It's like crazy. The free frank. Say that 5 times fast. So thank you so much for coming tonight. I'm so excited to share all this. I have a graphic of the frequency of oils here too. So I'm going to post that after this class in here. So would love to answer some questions. Does anybody have questions about anything? Oh, Laura uses cedarwood too. I love it. Thank you. Awesome. That's great. Diffusing clarity and homeschooling. I love it. Yeah, give me some questions. White Angelica. I know Maureen. I love White Angelica. Yeah, send me some questions. If not, I'd be happy to, if you just put them into the comments, I'd be happy to get back to you as soon as possible. You can always private message me too. I would love to hear from you all. So happy to see everybody. Thank you so much for coming. And again, please message me if there's any questions or anything I can help you with yoga, with essential oils, whatever you need to do. Okay? How do you know which one if you are off? It's really a trial and error. Like, if you're feeling out of balance, it depends on, so like with my mom, I was feeling my stomach. I was feeling like, my stomach was bothering me. I had a stomach issue. So I said, you know what, let me, instead of putting Digest on, I just thought to myself, let me just try Harmony, because I know I'm feeling this frustration, like, I'm out of control, like I can't make her do this, And then I tried Harmony, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't need Digest, I just needed Harmony, because it was really my emotional symptom that I was having, not really what my physical, it was manifesting physically, but I was having an emotional issue. So I would go, all those oils are perfect, to try, but just trust your intuition, whatever is coming up for you. Maybe that's why I love all the blends that Gary gave us. Gary gave us Harmony, he gave us Joy, he gave us Transformation, he gave us Clarity. These are all the blends that really we can, just by the name of it, if that's what we want in that emotional area, then just use that, because that's what it was meant for. He was such a brilliant visionary, right? All right, so anyway, thank you so much. And again, please text me or write a comment if you have any questions about anything. I'd be happy to answer for you. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your week, and be well and safe, and enjoy the rest of the evening, okay? Thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Bye, everybody.